Lesson 3. The Old Woman's Animals. In ancient times, there were no domestic animals as like today. All the animals were wild and lived in forests. So, people had to do everything of their own. However, it was because of an old woman some of the animals were domesticated. Let's read the story and learn how it happened. Once upon a time, there lived an old woman in a small village. She had no son and only one daughter. The daughter was kind and gentle. She loved her mother very much. When she became young, the woman got her married to Zine. Zine was not a human being. He was a spirit. But he was a good spirit. Unlike other evil spirits, he never tried to tease or harm the innocent people. Some months after the marriage, the daughter came to visit her mother. She stayed there for some days, and before leaving, she said to her mother, "Please come to my house and spend some days with me." The old woman agreed. So the mother and the daughter started off for the daughter's house. She stayed there happily for some days, and then she wished to return to her own house. When she told her daughter about her intention, she became sad. However, she didn't object to her wish. When the old woman was about to leave, her daughter said, "Ask my husband to give you the basket that hangs in the middle of the room." The old woman did so and requested Zine to give her the basket hanging in the middle of the room. Zine could not refuse his mother-in-law. "You can take it," he said, "but remember 3 things. Don't open it on the way. Build a fence around the basket before opening it. And finally, take good care of what you find inside." The old woman promised to do as he said and left with the basket. On the way, she felt tired and sat under a shady tree for some rest. But she was much curious to know what was there inside the basket. She thought for some time, and at last, when she could no longer control her curiosity, she opened the lid. But as soon as she did so, many fierce animals like bears, lions, monkeys, snakes, and many others escaped from the basket. They ran towards the nearby forest and hid there. "Oh dear, look what I have done!" exclaimed the old woman. She quickly closed the lid and sat on it. "I can hear some mooing, grunting, and barking from the basket. Still, there must be some animals left inside," she said to herself. But she didn't open the lid this time. She lifted the basket and did not stop before she reached home. On reaching home, she built a big fence around her house. Then she opened the basket. Out came cows, buffaloes, pigs, dogs, chickens, and lots of other animals. They could not run away because of the fence. As promised to Zine, the old woman served them with good food and drinking water. She also built little homes for them. All of them settled down happily. These are the animals that now live with human beings. We call them domestic animals, and the animals that escaped to the forest became wild. You can easily guess what would have happened if she had not opened her basket on the way.